What's up? I'm Grizz. Welcome. I'm here for new show, Season 2, Mushoku Tensei. As with every other show on this channel, I have seen the season before this. So you do not get anything for me to react to for that. And as with everything else that I've done with these before, I'll give you some background on my thoughts, opinions, stuff regarding the series, and things I know and everything else going into this new season beforehand, so you should be aware. Okay, starting off, have seen the first season, as I said before. Also, really enjoyed it, like a lot. So, I'm very excited for this one, especially because people who read the novel say, things are really good, and you kind of hear things or read things, and people think stuff is good. So, I'm excited for that, right? It gets expectations and hopes kind of up. Regarding this season specifically, I don't have a clue what's going to happen. Like, I really don't, so that's a good thing. I have a guess of kind of the direction that we're going to take here, but as everything else, I really don't understand. I know it is 2 cores. I believe the leaks were saying 25 episodes. I don't know if that's going to include this episode 0 or if I don't really care if it does or doesn't. I'll figure that out later down the line. I know they are split, so we're only going to be here for like 11 or 12 episodes or something, and then we'll be gone for a bit, but that's okay. That's just where things are going to end. So yeah, very excited. Also within the series, I know of like a couple things that actually happen, like spoiler wise, but they're not like the biggest things in my opinion. Like there's something that, like, if you watch the first season, I'm assuming you expected to have occurred at some point. I basically just got that stuff. I'm not going to go into what it is, but just so you are aware, there are some things. I don't know if any of that happens this season though. So if it does, then I'll let you know after the fact that I already knew that was going to happen, but I don't think that's going to happen. And once again, also, I really don't think they're the biggest of things, so we should be okay on that front. Last thing to touch on, I know the director changed. I believe the director was the previous assistant director or something along those lines, or just did previous episode direction and stuff, and now is the full director, and the other guy left. I don't know how much that's really going to change. I'm somebody who does pay attention to like stuff regarding the animation and everything, but like I don't know enough to like really be picky and pinpoint a lot of stuff, so I'm not going to complain too much probably, unless things are like really like jarring or apparent. But I have heard and read some stuff that people seem to be upset, not specifically about this episode, but like through watching the trailers and stuff, and said that there's some stuff that's bad. So that's kind of where I'm heading off on this, and then we're just gonna see and kind of go from there. But you probably won't hear me complain once or say anything about that. Now, episode 0, that's where we are right now. Episode 0, what does that scream to you? To me, that immediately tells me prologue. That tells me things we need to fit in, things we need to tell you, set up, things that we need to show you before we kind of get there. So my guess would be, considering on Twitter this morning I saw pictures of Sylphie, or I'm pretty sure it's Sylphie, with the cool ass shades on. So I'm guessing it's prologue of what happened with Sylphie leading up to, like, after the mana thing till now. That's where I'm at, and I'm gonna guess that's gonna be all covered throughout this. And if that's not the case, then it's just gonna be where Sylphie's at right now. And I believe at the end of last season, Rudy seemed set, or we talked to Sylphie or showed or something, and we were talking about the idea of getting Rudy to come to school. So I believe if we're not doing build up all the way to there, it's just gonna be Sylphie at school, and then we're gonna kind of lead in to get you familiarized with everybody before they end up meeting Rudy. So that's going to be my guess. That's where I'm thinking that we're going to head, but excited for that. So I believe the like official episode 1 and the rest of the series will begin next week, and we should be set and good on that. Sorry for the lengthy discussion. Here we go. I feel like it all. Hit the like and subscribe to me a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave any comments about this episode or the series. Before we get going with the episode, disclaimer for everybody that wants to know. Sorry for taking forever. I know there will be no audio here on YouTube specifically for Mushoku Tensei itself. It is produced by Toho. Toho refuses to let me upload anything from them. They block absolutely everything. I can do the video, but I can't show you the actual audio. If the audio is in it, it gets claimed. Can't do much about that. There'll be a link in the description. There's not going to be any watermarks or anything wrong with it. It's not going to be muted. There's going to be audio and everything. If you want to watch it through there, feel free to. Just come back here for the discussion or something, or leave a comment. Let me know. I pay like $12 a month to keep that shit up there, so I'm losing money over here, but I've been doing it since I uploaded Spy Family. So please, they would just mean a lot if you could leave a like or a thumbs up or just something for me, please. Just so I know my efforts and my money isn't going down the drain like it has been for the past months. But if you're fine with watching it muted, it's going to be on here through there. So you're welcome for that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know a better way to handle it. If anybody knows how to get around, specifically Toho, because I don't have issues with anybody else, but specifically Toho, please let me know. but I really don't know if there is one because everybody else does them. There's tons of other channels who have it, and they don't seem to have an issue. So I don't know what it is with me, but they don't like me. So it's gonna be like that. Also, in case you were wondering, when I do JJK starting Thursday, I believe that's also gonna be the same way because they're also Toho. So unfortunate. The two biggest series of the season are both gonna be muted on here. Okay, it's been like 10 minutes. Enough rambling. Let's get going. Episode 0. Ah, yes, classic Mushoku Tensei style, 0 OP, just the credits. And if there is an OP, it's just music to world build and show scenery. Hello, blonde lady. Like a castle? Very big. Holy fuck, that's big. To the sky we go. Oh, we're going like no OP at all, for sure. No, like even build up. Okay. Are we flying? Can you fly? Some sort of royalty or something? Is it me or is the screen like bouncing around and struggling to sit still? Or are my eyes just fucked? So we're definitely going like after everything that happened. Or building up, like I said, I thought this was gonna be cool. Damn. Yeah, it sounds like somebody's got some plans. It's my expectations, maybe, but I respect that life as the backup, you know? Imagine getting teleported and you're just fucking flying, bro. Like, what? Being attacked by a boar? And the hair just changed because you were... I don't even understand why, but okay, cool. Just going so fast, it just threw the color off of you. Damn, Sylvie. Make a name for yourself because you're good at fucking magic. There's a child in the middle of the fucking pits. Rise and shine, kid. We got you put you to fucking work. Yeah, they gave you a nice bed and everything. Could have just left you there, threw you out on the street. Oh yeah, yeah. Has no clue that happened. That's not my hair color. Royal Palace of Oxford. This guy. I don't remember like town names and villages and stuff, that I'll be honest with you. So somebody's gotta... Someone might have to fill me in if I'm getting confused. Well, you're quick to pick up on all this. But you can do something about that. That's a big claim to make, but respect. 6 shades, dude. You look good. What about the glasses makes everybody like, you're with them, you know? Kind of stands out to me, you know? You're what? Every time we talk about like something like that in this show, it always gives me like bad vibes though, because you never know what the fuck they're gonna do. Her voice is like beyond familiar, so I have to check after this. Yeah. I will admit that. mm. There you go. About time somebody noticed it doesn't just look normal. Silent FITZ. Yeah, him specifically. I'm tired. Mm, it's like you're looking at a picture. Ugh. It's gonna be a lot to take in, and you can't even like defend yourself or say anything. You gotta stand up. You gotta look strong. Ugh. Careful. Be careful. Oh, fuck. Things are about to get weird, dude. You can't even apologize because you're not allowed to speak. It's a thing to distract, save us, because they'll all turn their attention right to you. Seems like a great person so far. So I figured right now is the perfect opportunity to. So sweet. Nightmares. Being trapped in the middle of the fucking void. Falling through the pits, yeah. It's probably an every night thing too. Mm. They just gotta get used to you. You're good. No worries. Yeah, only worry about what we have to say. Right, right. I'm the only one who matters over here. I got all the pull. And if I say you stay, you stay. Nah, little bro. Yeah. Okay, how do you know that? She's intriguing. Also, she seems like rather sad by Sylphie not being up. Ah. Yeah. I don't even know what that means. I'll be real with you. We gotta take some fucking action and take these dudes out. Yeah. Then we're gonna be set the fuck up, aren't we? Oh no. Oh my god. She seems so sweet, bro. Right, right. Yeah, that's it. That's all we're gonna do. You haven't gotten this vibe the whole episode yet? Come on, Sylvie. Get your head in the game. That's what's so exciting. Come on now. Mm, I did. Honestly, I was fully expecting that going into this moment here. But you saved the fucking day. Hmm. Wow. So I want to do anything I can as a reward for that. Mm. It's so interesting too because she's not obligated to do anything. While she might feel like she should, she's not obligated to. Especially with her standing, you know. Oh, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Um. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We set him up. It's the slave girl that we saw before. Damn, aren't you glad you kept her around now, huh? Oh my god. What happened? I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Was that Sylvie? She didn't even look like she was facing the right direction. Used all their fucking power. Okay. I thought he came in and did some shit. Okay. Mm. And that's where we end with them at the end of the first season, huh? Mm-hmm. Everybody's coming. This your whole squad now. You come two fits. Keep the glasses though. Oh. But I ask you to accompany me as a friend. Yeah, that is true. I kind of skipped over that, but that is true. We're friends now, right? Right. So we go together. There's a whole squad thing. Yes, sir. Admirable, Sylphie. Admirable. I'm just helping and protecting a friend there. That ain't no service. I put these things back on, looking cool as fuck. Yes, sir. On our own free will. Excellent. Excellent. A real connection that she probably feels like she's never had, too, huh? Not just Sylphie, I'm saying, Daryl. It's a big claim. Excellent, though. Glad we were able to see our more expected start, I guess, here regarding Sylvie and kind of the events I thought that we were going to kind of follow along here and figure out her journey and exactly where she came to where she is before I'm assuming we meet up with Rudy at some point throughout this next season. So it's more of like a prologue into what we're going to get into there, but a side story or OVA in some sort of sense to give you context about things that are going to go, things that are actually important in canon, though compared to, you know, normal OVAs that literally are just fan service or useless. With that said, I think it's a really cool concept, and I'm happy that we got this to be able to fully understand and be able to flesh out some of these characters a little bit, at least give you some background and understanding of them so we don't have to fully reintroduce them in a different way, especially when we do end up meeting up with them again. However, the episode was just kind of okay, in my opinion. We kind of wage things with like a sibling rivalry between what's going on with this kingdom and who's going to kind of try and claim the throne. One of those classic things that you kind of have. And we introduce lots of different politics and family dynamics and power dynamics and stuff regarding all of that stuff. A lot of the characters remained uninteresting throughout that, though, which I mean is expected. You're just meeting them for the first time, and a lot of it is kind of standard what's going on here. But I'm also not into the show for the politics and stuff for the most part. Every time that they kind of came up, I didn't find them the most intriguing or interesting. And here's another example that kind of doesn't do it for me. If you like it, though, you like it. I'm not really hating on it for that reason. It just doesn't do it for me. Regardless, we get to really have our main connection throughout this episode between Ariel and Sylphie, and both of them are kind of connecting in a way that they're building a bond through the trauma that they've kind of faced and the reliance that they're kind of building upon the other. And maybe reliance isn't the right word. It might be more of just a faith or just a usage of the other person to kind of help them work their ways through their trauma. Sylphie specifically on her incident that she came in from the sky here from was able to protect Ariel from this giant boar thing. Whatever happened over there, which caused a great deal of trauma to her, thinking that she was going to lose somebody close to her and maybe even her own life at that exact point. And Sylphie specifically having trauma from past things that have probably happened before, but more specifically the situation that's going on now with how uncomfortable she is in the situation and having to start over a new life and the uncertainty of where her family and friends and everybody that she really cares for actually is, not knowing if they're alive or if they're safe or where they exactly are, right? So being able to have somebody else in the deal that we end up making here, while Ariel ultimately uses her, I guess you could say, specifically threatening her in a way that you need to stay here and protect me or else I'm going to kind of rat you out and you're going to get fucked over by it. But at the same time, using her in a way that could be looked at as good in a way, because it does help Sylphie kind of progress and grow and gives her some security that there is somebody out there looking or trying to be helpful and help her in some sort of way and get over the issues that she's currently facing now. Sylphie's hair also changed color. I don't know still kind of why that happened. It was like the speed at which she was kind of going through things. So I don't really know if like something like that and it just fucking like wished it all off of her. But I don't know if that's really that important. Anyways, it changed. That was cool. And we build up this entire thing between them. Ultimately, though, it's just two people who trust each other on a friendship level now, can claim each other as friends and do things specifically understanding that we are friends. We're not the normal level of like servant and master in some sort of way, right? Like we're literally on a friendship level, such as Sylphie saving her at the end and it literally just being a situation of, no, you're my friend. I'm going to be here to help you. I don't look at it as like a form of service in some sort of way. And also the agreements to go on the trip and do everything to like just kind of be with her, being like, I want to be with you because we are friends, not because I'm being like ordered to or anything like that. I'm doing this because I just want to be with you in a sort of way. So really, really cool stuff kind of going on there. And I really like being able to see and progress characters similar to kind of how we're doing it here. So that was really cool. Excited to see more Sylphie because it's been forever since then. Ariel's really cool so far from what we're seeing, but definitely has some sides to her that I'm not too certain exactly how to take them or exactly what to see yet. So we're going to definitely have to see. She definitely has more of like a lustful side to her at times. It kind of seems like too. So I wonder if that's going to play some sort of part here later on, especially the thing that happened with Sylphie. But you can play it off as a joke. It definitely is assault in some sort of way. What she was kind of doing, at least threatened like her to do it, especially because somebody definitely was frightened and terrified there, definitely didn't want to be experiencing this. So even though she tried to play it off as a joke, it still comes off kind of weird, but it's not the biggest a deal, I guess, because all things kind of got resolved well and they're friends at the end of the day. I don't know if you want to take it that way. Is what it is. I'm not going to look too much into it. Last thing of note is just going to be the animation quality. I talked about it at the beginning, how it definitely was something that people were talking about. So I was curious if it was going to be something that was even noticeable without me like trying to pay too much attention to it. It definitely was. It definitely looked a lot more just lower quality to begin with, a lot of it, especially some of the backgrounds and stuff that they use. They also have always done this during the first season. They use like a filter, like a grained filter or something like over for like the entire screen. And they've always done that. And to me, it's been like so unappealing to kind of look at, but I don't know. They're still using it here, so it is what it is. I feel like I'm the only one I've seen who has this complaint, though. So for whatever reason, it just doesn't sit well with the way it looks to me. Also, the shakes of the screen, I don't know what that was about or why. I never noticed that before, like in this other season. So I don't know if that's just something new or if I just wasn't paying attention enough. But it was definitely noticeable. And I think it was something that I probably wouldn't have noticed much unless it was for me having to focus so hard on the subtitles and like read the stuff and then kind of losing my eyesight along the way. So hopefully that's not something that lasts because I don't like that at all. That's really all for me, though. I'm not going to go too much into it and kind of read through the episode and just pick out some scenes and stuff like I usually do. We'll save that for the actual series and everything that we're going to get into it and leave it at that. I'm excited that this is back, but I'm more so excited to see kind of how we're going to fold things with all the other characters and stuff regarding next episode, especially probably bringing Rudy and others back into the fold. That's more so what I'm excited for. And this one was just kind of okay for that reason, but not mad at all. And it's always good to kind of get extra content, but I will leave it at that. Leave any comments though about this, just with your overall thoughts, opinions. You excited for the rest of the season? What you're looking forward to? What you liked about this? Just literally anything would definitely mean a lot. Leave a like and subscribe to mean a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel. I'll be back though for episode 1 next week though. You guys have a good one. See ya.